It's like a spy photo. I can't hold it still. I had to get long range. Okay, let's try to get more realistic here. He's got a rod knocking. He's not really. It's the screw for the smoke gear sticks out, and my plastic is just needs a trim. Okay. It's too fast to appreciate. The front end, there is a front truck, but I didn't have the spring and it didn't hang low enough to engage the track without the spring. But this is a mini Royal Blue in effect. This is what I'm calling Baby Blue, and it's all new body, obviously. It's on a frame rail, a custom frame rail that bolts to the American Flyer chassis. Then the body bolts to the frame rail, so that you can adapt different bodies is the idea. I'm also going to make one for the 3-axle as well, so we can put the real Royal Blue on or something like that. What I just saw was the Dreyfuss Hudson for New York City, and I thought, now, we could make that and 3D print it. We could have the Dreyfuss New York City engine. I know black is just terrible for showing you detail, but that's what I had. Okay, so the finer details, right? It's held on by one screw. This apron will come down and go under it. And there'll be more aprons like the real ones, more like this and this shortly. I don't have it. I just printed this today, threw it up. It came out, it worked, okay. Under here is the controller, the inputs. This is a 0103 type reverse, and that's a volt regulator for the smoke. There is smoke, it is working. My hole doesn't line up, I have to work on that. But these are the adapter pieces that go on to the chassis. So this frame rail here goes around and holds this to the body, and then holds this to the chassis, and then the bodies have little clips that they snap down on, and there they are. And we're making variations. This is the first time ever I've had all the body parts on. Oh, there's my light. I knew I had a light on here somewhere. There it is. This is the first crack at the nose. I don't like it. It's too flat here. We're going to round it out. It's actually about too long. The smoke should be back here, so I'm going to have to shorten this up somehow. Probably take it out of here and then just slide it back. I think the ratios here are a little off. This needs to be a little longer than the cavity for the firebox. And then this needs to be slid back. There is a truck that'll sit in here. That'll look nicer when it's covered properly. That's my connector. This is Mule 1, first time on the track. Some things that you'll notice, this is the 3D printed K5 piece, and it also has all-wheel pickup, 3D printed all-wheel pickups. So, and no drive bars, so it was spinning like crazy in reverse. It just doesn't like pushing. It can pull better. Pushing is a problem. The wheel tends to lift up and it doesn't go. But in any case, it's running the first time ever at before 5:30, which was my objective. And there we go. Yes. And this motor has been optimized a little bit. We went through some mathematics with the AI guy, and it's a little more peppy than it was before, and it'll scoot. When I get the linkage on, it'll pull some cars. All right. So that's the story. Morning Glory. Purser class steam engine. It has a project plan. Today's day 2 on a 3-day. Tomorrow, working on it all day tomorrow on body parts. So we're going to get the skirts in, get the mountings figured out, try to move the nose back, and trade these around. Going to do a lot of work on the body itself. The engine itself is basically done because I have the brackets now that will hold everything. I have to move this bracket back, so this front bracket will get some modification, but these brackets here are working. The motor is working great with the adjustment I made to the DC fields. The magnets are a little closer, just 1 millimeter, but boy, did it make a difference. I couldn't find my other connector. I just soldered these babies. Oh, sweating bullets at 5 o'clock, I will tell you. I tested this, it was good. Tested this, put it on the bench, it worked. So now I had to get the body on. I'm working to put the screws in. Let me pull this. Oh, let me shut this off. I'll pull this out. This is held on by 1 screw, so I really don't want to get too far ahead. But as you can see, I had to take the front pilot truck off. It didn't hang low enough. And as you can see, there's a lot of room here. We need to bring that back. There's space here to do that, so it's not a problem. I just didn't calculate it as well as I should have. We have the mid mount is dead center between the wheels. That's where we're going to try to keep that. The rear mount is a little overhang. I'm going to trim that back and tighten that up so that it will be perfect there. Everything fits. The motor fits. Smoke fits. And these adapters will go on to the, with a minor change here and there, will go on the 3-axle chassis as well. So when you see the body, and if I can do this without crashing everything, that will show you 1 screw here, 2 screws there, 2 screws there, and then the body comes off and the engine comes out. And it just slides in and out. It does not slide forward and back and miss the tabs and all that. It just lifts out. And when it lifts out, everything is exposed and you can get to it and change it, tune it up, change whatever you want to do, then put it back. But as you can see, we have this way out here. Don't know what happened. My brain didn't work right, but I'm going to scooch it back, get everything back here so the hole lines up with the smoke, and then we'll be in good shape. The nose needs to come back to about here, so it's got to come back about 10 millimeters. Not a problem. Okay, gang, I did it. Day 2 of a 3-day sprint. I wanted it with the body on the rails, and we got it. Now, it's not pretty, but it's on the rails with the body, and it's working. So tomorrow we'll do it again, and it'll be prettier and quieter, and maybe we'll have lights. Who knows? Okay, that's a show. So glad to have something for you guys after all these years, all these months. It seems like years. And it's just the beginning. It is just the beginning. Yep. A lot of work going on in the background to get here, but it's worth it. You'll see. Okay, take care. Later.